So I'm sitting with Balzac, with Balzac's storyteller, let's say. Pascal Malin is a teacher of French history and literature and language, and he's a friend who is giving his time to me today to discuss a bit about Balzac, because he's read all of his books, and we were talking about one of his stories and the connection he made with today. This is one of your favorite stories, is it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's about a young woman who teaches, and so she falls in love with one of her students.
Okay, so it doesn't concern Balzac directly, but yes, it's a story which happened in France in the 60s, after the French May Revolution in France, in Paris especially, 1968. And she was a woman called Gabrielle Russier. She was 32 years old, teaching French in a high school in Marseille. And she fell in love with one of her pupils, who was 17 years old, and he was Christian Rossi. He was the son of two university teachers who made the revolution, so they were open-minded, but not as much as leaving their son having an affair with an older woman. And at that time, even despite the revolution, French were not very open to this kind of stories. And so this woman was arrested. She went to the court, she went to jail 2 times, and when she saw there was no solution to her story, to this story, she suicided. And at that time she got 2 children, twins, and they were 9 years old, and she was divorced, and so she left 2 children, but it was too difficult for her to leave this. And this guy is her boyfriend, Christian, decided to leave Paris, and he went far away from Paris, in the countryside, in a remote village, and decided to have some, to make some cheese, to have cows and goats and things like this.
He became a farmer.
And he never wanted to have interviews with journalists, and he only said, "I have a love story with an older woman. I loved her. That's all." And it finished.
Well, yes, and considering what you said, that Macron, Emmanuel Macron, the president, is
lived the same with an older woman also. Gabrielle was 15 years older, and Brigitte Macron is 23 or 24 years older, so it's almost the same. And no one said anything. At that time, of course, Emmanuel Macron's parents were not disagreed with the idea of their son living with that woman, but people didn't say anything. Now, I don't think it's normal, but it's, let's say, you live your life like you want.
Yeah.
And
so Balzac had a story about the same thing, kind of thing.
Balzac had a lot of stories with different women, and he had a story with a woman who was 45 years old, and he was at that time 30. So it was the same kind of story. And when he met this woman wanted him to have an affair with her daughter, but he was more interested by the mother than by the daughter. And so if you want to do some, I'd say some psychology, when he was